We're getting into the exciting part of this now. Numbers and math and chalk and marking a pattern. So I'll be running back and forth and measuring and marking stuff. Make this pattern for us to cut out. And hopefully the chalk actually shows up on a light colored fabric, which I'm not sure if it will or not. First one, 20 across. It kind of shows up. No, it doesn't. Do I have any black chalk left? Yes, there is such a thing as black chalk. Probably specifically invented to piss people off, but it does exist. Okay, 20 across. By 29 down. Yeah, got in the right spot. Keeping spandex lying flat, which is more of a pain than I enjoy. Of course, not supposed to enjoy pain to begin with. $29 long. This is marking the pattern to make the back. Centered at 10. What we're doing is essentially making a body stocking or cat suit. Now we're going to measure distances. You got to do that on the dummy. Sure, you need to see this part. To mark the line of the bust across the back. Which means I got to measure from the top of the shoulder, which is the collar edge, to the bust line. Is 9 down. Turning back to see this way again. Curl back up, keeping it straight to find the 9. That's where the first line is going to be cut. And on this side, at least on this edge, it's a straight edge. So I just have to mark it there. I don't have to mark the length as well as the width on that one. Okay, now we got to find the waist. Then mark half of it. We have to do it on the back. So why don't I flip her over? And put her arm back on because it fell off. There. $16 down. And at 16 down, that's where the waistline is going to be. Marks 20. Half of 26. She's got some severe measurements. 20, so 10 is center. That's where we're going to mark that. Half of 26 is 13. Divided by 2 is 6.5. We got one there. One there. So now we know where those first two marks go. Our first two actual lines on this pattern. This is nice. One of the tricks with spandex, because it's meant to stretch, you don't leave a seam allowance. We actually have lines now. It's started. Like I said, this is the back. The next thing we got to look at, where's the next line? The hips. Measure that on the dummy. Measuring from the same shoulder over and over again, which is left, from the center of the neckline, edge of the collar, which is where the seam's going to go. Measure straight down, keeping it flat against the skin, to the line of the hips, which is 23. Turning around so you can see this way now. $23 down along that same line. That's the line where the hips are going to go. You always keep, when you're measuring stuff, you always measure from the same point. Always measure from here. Don't measure from this one and then measure from this one and then measure from this one. That compounds your mistakes. And mark center on that line. 20. 10. And on that line, the hips are 37. What's half of 37? Well, I'll show you a trick. There's 1, or 0. There's 37. Fold it in half. Put the 0 at the 37. That's half of 37, which is 18.5. So, 18